Alright, guys. Um, my name is Tam, and I'm back for more. So, this tutorial, I will show you how to. So, let's say your producer need to hear the dialogue editing uh, in real time, but somehow the producer cannot be at the studio in person, or you work remotely and they don't want to come to your house, and they ask uh, if they want to if they could see your mix um, in real time online. So what do you do? So I know pro guys have a lot of um, method to do it, but here's like the setup for newbie, like you. Audio post production is very new to you, and you just got an awesome job with high paid, but just producer asked you to mix with you with when you mix in Pro Tools, and they online through Zoom or Google or team meeting, and they want to hear you mix visually, and the audio must be high quality from your Pro Tools. It can't be from your you know shitty internal audio interface from the laptop or anything. So what do you do? So here, if you go to the Zoom meeting, so right now you can see my voice here because this is my audio interface. This is the speaker, and this is the microphone, the input, right? So now I go to Pro Tools and play the track. You can hear it because I'm using OBS to record everything on the screen.
I can still smell the cardamom and the saffron clinging to my apron. My
Here.
back is aching. My feet feel like they're going to fall off.
Nothing showed here.
But
So it means the producer cannot hear that. So if you make the audio in Pro Tools showed here, then the producer could hear that. So first thing first, how can you do that? So Pro Tools Studio or higher, they have the thing called um, Pro Tools Audio Bridge, and we're gonna use that. But what if we switch into the Pro Tools Bridge 2A? Now they can hear it,
and the saffron clinging to
right?
my apron. My back is.
But they cannot hear my voice. My voice not showing up here. You see the difference? Check 1 2 here. Check 1 2. They cannot hear my voice.
I can still smell the cardamom and the saffron clinging.
And you cannot like just switch back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It would be like annoying. So I came up with the solution. So this is for Pro Tools user, and you have like a studio version, or you have ultimate version, whichever has the bridge. Okay, so now I'm gonna close Pro Tools. close and quit. Now I'm going to audio MIDI setup. So, or you can hit Command Spacebar and search. If you're a Mac user, you have to know this. Now, I create the aggregate device, which includes my audio interface, which is the UMC 404, and Pro Tools 2A, this one. Okay, and the clock source should be the audio interface, and the sample rate, whatever, 44, 48, or 96, you tell it. So now my audio interface has 4 input and 4 output. Okay, so what is this? This is the additional Pro Tools Audio Bridge 2A. Is 2 input and 2 output. This time we only use 2 output to send into the Zoom meeting. So open Pro Tools again, and this time you're gonna choose here. I'm gonna name this. TD is my name, meeting. Okay, so the aggregate device now name TD meeting. So you go into Pro Tools. Okay. Now, cancel. And set up playback engine. TD meeting. Hit OK. I'm gonna open my test sessions. So, voice and music. So now, go to setup, IO. Now you can see output 5 and 6 right here. So it's the Pro Tools 2A, right? 5 and 6 right here. Now, I'm gonna make a new path. Stereo. And this one to meeting. Actually, I don't even need that. Okay, so now I'm going to make a new track right here. Stereo aux. This one to meeting. Okay. Of course, you have to hold Option and click on that to activate it. Yeah. So right now you can see it's mono. It's not stereo. Why? Because this is the voice is the mono track, right? So even you create the stereo aux, it's still in mono. But here, if you go here, this is the music, right? If you go here and you select track 2 meeting, you can see stereo right here. You activate it and you can see it's stereo. So if mono, it will be mono. In stereo, it will be stereo, right? So now this one, this is your new aux. It has to be 5 and 6 instead of 1 and 2, right? Why? Because here you have 1 and 2 and you send to the meeting, and now the meeting have the same 1 and 2, so you likely will be getting the loop back from here, and it will kill your system like feedback crazy. So chain it into output 5 and 6. So right now it should go to your Pro Tools Bridge 2A. Let's have a test. So now right here, this is the microphone. So hear my voice, right? You're gonna stop hearing my voice when I switch into the 2A, right? So right now there's no voice. My voice doesn't show up here because I will explain later. So now when we play it, it should go to the Pro Tools Audio Bridge 2A.
I can still smell the cardamom
See
and the
that?
saffron clinging to my apron. My back is aching. My feet feel like they're going to fall off.
So right now, how can I send my voice, audio engineer voice, to the producer? So you do the same thing. You create a microphone track. It's mono, audio. This is engineer's voice. Just the voice of God. Now, because it's go to output 1 and 2, you don't want that. Input 2, of course. So what happened when I hit record right here? It will loop back, but it actually not going to the zoom. So you can see as I speaking, you can hear my voice, but it's not showing up in the zoom. So you have two choice. You either flip this one into 5 and 6, then hit this one. Check 1, 2. Now you can see that. So you have to create a track, and the input track should be your microphone input, which is number 2 right now. Now when I hit M or record, it will activate the input monitor, right? And then you want to send it into your output 5 and 6 instead of 1 and 2, because if you send 1 and 2, you hearing yourself back, right? So you got the idea, or you can choose to mute it back into 1 and 2, and now you choose 2 meeting, activate it, and then you hit pre-fader. Now it will show back into your zoom. So it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. Now this one make me a little bit angry because I couldn't figure it out. So the same thing with the music. So now you can hear the voice.
And the saffron clinging to my apron. My back is aching. My feet feel like they're going to fall off. But
Okay, how about the music? Music. what happened to the music? What happened? So it took me around half an hour to figure out that the inside Zoom interface, it has microphone mode and noise removal. So anything but the voice. So when you're talking, it will show up, right? But when you play music, nothing show up because it thought the music is the background noise and it removed it. Noise removal. So you want to click this one. Original sound for music scene. High fidelity music mode. Now try again. Okay. Now you got it. Check 1 2. Can hear my voice. And the producer can see visually if you are using OBS to share your screen, right? So they can see it visually. They can see you mixing that track, you know, and your plug in, and you know, let's say threshold, input, output, attack, ratio, nuke it, or whatever. So they can see it and they can ask you to do what they want, right? But you're mixing remotely, so that's the concept. So audio speaker, this one you can hear the producer voice through the audio interface, but this one you have to choose either Pro Tools Audio Bridge or another option, right? So right now I'm gonna show you another option. If you don't have Pro Tools Studio, you only have Pro Tools Intro, or you're using Logic Pro, or you're using Cubase for your audio post-production job. So now I'm gonna show you actually the very helpful, where's that? Blackhole. So this is the tools. You can either donate $10 for them, or you just like, I can't afford to donate. When you click that, email, then your first name, your last name, and send link to download, and then they're gonna send you a link to download it. So when you download it and then you install into your computer, it will restart the computer, right? And now you want to go to audio MIDI setup again. You create a new one. Let's call this one TD Blackhole. Whenever you create a new device in the audio MIDI, you have to totally quit the Pro Tools in order for Pro Tools to reset the preference and see the device again. Now, Blackhole. I will select my interface and my Blackhole 2 channel because I only need 2, right? So if you need more, they have Blackhole 16 channel for your more complex routing. So right now 5.6 is 2 input of the additional Blackhole 2 channel, and output channel is 5 and 6, which is the Blackhole 2 channel. So now I go back to Pro Tools. Test 1 2. You can see my voice here. Check 1 2. Cancel. Setup. Playback engine. Now TD Blackhole, because I'm not gonna use the TD meeting one because it's the Pro Tools Bridge Audio 2A. So now Blackhole. Okay. Go to setup. IO. Yeah, default. And then default. Okay. Open my routing again. Okay. IO default. I don't need that. Okay. 5 and 6. So same thing. Now maybe there, still there. Okay. Now go to send, hit send it, new track to meeting. Now I can mute it if I don't want to hear it, right? I can just mute it and then pre-fader sends. Or I unmute it and then I hit post fader because I want to control so when I change this one, the producer can hear the difference between my mix. So my voice here can be pre-fader because I'm not going to change my voice to meeting. Test 1 2. Pre-fader. Now I'm gonna check microphone will be where's that Blackhole 2 channel this time. Check. So the meeting here, it should be 5 and 6. 1 2. Test. Of course. 1 2. 1 2. Now you can hear that. Sorry, you can see that. So now my voice going through. Let's test the voice, the VO in the Pro Tools.
I can still smell the cardamom and the saffron clinging to my apron. My back is aching. My feet feel like they're going to fall off. But
okay, so it's working. So now I'm gonna mix the music. Music, stereo, of course. See what happened again? Noise removal. Default. whenever you close Zoom and then you open again, it will choose noise removal by default because Zoom is for meeting. No one playing music, during the meeting. So sometimes I have like the event that play music in the meeting because they have a band coming up and playing music. And what happened? All the music was cut off, and the people online only heard um, the voice from the vocal. So they could only hear the lyrics, not the music. So be careful when you streaming, like when you do a virtual event with the mix minus thing. Um, you you will see the noise removal right here. You don't want that. If you have any music, you should choose this one. Okay, test again. Okay, so music. So this is how much you send to producer ear. Now, how do you do that with your Google Meet? I will start a meeting. Okay. Just a moment. So now, this is Google Meet. It's loop back. Sorry. So here, the Google Meet. And if you want to show them your screen, you just hit here and choose OBS. Or you can just share the screen. And don't share the audio, because audio you're gonna use this one. So now here the input, the microphone right now is the audio interface. You don't want that, because if you choose that, they're not gonna hear from Pro Tools. You have to choose either Pro Tools 2A, and this time will be Blackhole because you're using Blackhole. When you choose that, you can see, because you already set up in Pro Tools, so you can see the my voice there, the audio indicator. See that? Okay, now I'm playing music. Okay, now let's try the voice.
I can still smell the cardamom and the saffron clinging to my apron. My back is aching. My feet feel like they're going to fall off. But everyone was coming back for second.
Okay, that's it. Any question, any problem occur, just text me, Discord me, or send me an email, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.